Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Drew Tube, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Look, narcissists and enablers think you are so naive you aren't able to tell what they're up to, but they're not that smart. You will have narcissistic people and enablers working hand in hand with trying to disrupt your plans. People just like to play with people's minds, and they like to play mind games. But when they play mind games, they don't realize that at the end of it, they're going to lose. They don't realize that playing with you is not going to get them anywhere. Playing with you is going to waste their time. The little bit of satisfaction that they think they're getting out of making you question things is actually making you mentally stronger and mentally tougher. And you're going to be able to deal with anything they throw at you as a result of that. You're going to be able to deal with anything anyone throws at you as a result of that. They think it makes them smart and intelligent to be able to do something to where they think you don't know, but with your level of discernment you can always tell. So when they're playing games, they're only playing themselves. When they're playing these games, they're only wasting their own time. They're only wasting their own hours of the day. And all it does is it lets you know how much focus they actually put on you and how worried about you they actually are. Um, it lets you know that they're really not up to anything, or they don't have anything going on except for focusing on you, talking about you, trying to see how they can get to you. But you do so much work on yourself that you built so much energy up. You built your force field up. You built your mind up to a place to where you just look at what they're doing and it's just pure foolishness. All you see now is a bunch of children, a bunch of kids playing a game that you're not playing back with. You're gray rocking people now, right? You're focused on bigger and better things. You're not going to take the time out of your day to get upset or angry over what people are doing anymore, because it just doesn't serve a purpose. Um, you don't have to stress yourself out over anything if you don't choose. People think when they do certain things, you're going to react to them. You're going to give them uh, a reaction. They get energy from that. They feed off that. They think that you're going to become their supply. People who play games are stuck in a level of childhood mode. Their mind hasn't evolved past playing with people. And you have. You probably never played with people. Only time you played was when there was an actual game being played, or if you were on a playground, or maybe you had some video games, X, BB, square, triangle, circle, X. It's really no fun for you to try to play with somebody's mind. Everybody jokes around, but when it comes to trying to like play with somebody's mind and get in their head and make them question their reality, if that is fun to a person, that person is evil. And enablers and narcissistic people don't think that you can tell if they're evil or not. You can sense it coming off of them. You can sense it in their spirit, in their conversation. It's like Nas said, it ain't hard to tell. And the fact that you're able to tell, they have to try to do things covert without letting you know that it's them, or letting you know that what they're doing is actually what they're doing. But the thing is, the level of intelligence that you've been blessed with, which is why they even have to gaslight you in the first place, it's like they're playing, it's like Kevin Hart playing basketball against LeBron James. Kevin Hart might be playing for fun, but LeBron James is going to win every time. Kevin Hart may go for a layup. He might make a couple shots, but majority of those shots are going to get blocked. Majority of those shots are going to get swatted right back in his face. Probably even hit him in the face. So the fact that they're playing with you is like an adult versus a child. They're playing childhood like games with somebody who can see right through it. You can see through it. You can read them like a book. And they think that they can actually get away with what they're doing, get over with what they're doing. And on top of that, have you upset over it and frustrated over it and mad over it. But you don't care anymore. And you see right through it. And you're not going to allow yourself to be mad and angry over the same people, the same things, the same type of games, the same negative energy. They're not doing anything different. And even if they were, you'd be able to see through that too. So now that you evolved and you moved on, you're focused on what you're supposed to be focused on. You're not letting these people steal your focus anymore, or distract you, or even offend you. You're not dealing with their distractions. All right. All they are here to do is try to distract you. You're not focused on them or the games that they're playing. So they have to keep trying to set up distractions. They have to keep trying to do things to throw things to the wall and see if it'll stick. Maybe this will work. Maybe that'll work. Let's try this. Let's try that. None of it's going to work. None of it's going to work. Their evil plans are disrupted by your new way of thought. Your evil plans, their evil plans are disrupted by all the times that you've prayed to God for answers and solutions, and to be able to rise above this crap. You've risen above their crap. You're not the same person that you used to be, and that's what they don't understand. They think they can still come at you this way and still get the same reaction. They think they can still team up. It's 2 verse 1. It's 3 verse 1. We got them. You are able to mentally defeat more than one person at a time. That's why they have to do things behind the scenes. They have to do things and try to make it seem like it's not them. This is what they have to do. And they think that the plans that they're devising are smart. They may be smart, but they're not smarter than you. That's why they're even in competition with you in the first place. They know that your mind is way elevated, way above all the things that they're trying to distract you with and get you to focus on. They are trying to get your mind off of the good things, the better things, the good life, right? And because that they're not there, it's like they want to do little petty things, little passive aggressive things to make you contemplate and think about them. All right, they want your mental energy to be focused on them instead of focus on your craft, focus on your blessings, focused on your manifestations. And it's like, why would I take time to get angry over something and stress over something that A, I don't have to, B, I can't control, and C, is just not doing what it used to do. All right. When you're unaware of things and things make you confused, and you're trying to figure out why, stop trying to figure out why. When your mind will get angry over something that you want to know. It's like a problem in math class. Remember those problems that you couldn't solve and you wanted to get a good grade because you wanted to figure it out? You could potentially get angry and upset because, man, I don't know how to solve the problem. I want to know how to solve the problem. Let that go. You don't have to try to figure out why these people are doing the things that they're doing. The answers will come to you, solutions will come to you in time. All you have to do is get grounded and get back to a peaceful state to where the answer can even come to you in the first place. Because if you're angry, you're gonna have a mental block. If you get upset over what they're doing and you let it ruin your day and you let it bother you to the point of you getting mad and furious and enraged, that's time off your life. That's time off of your health, stressing your health away, causing you bad health issues, all because you're upset over somebody else's immaturity. You're upset over the game somebody else is playing. They could play with you all they want, and you don't have to necessarily let it bother you. It doesn't bother you unless you allow it to. There's nothing outside of yourself that has power over you unless you allow it to. When you get upset over outward things, you're giving them the power to make you upset. You're allowing yourself to be upset. You're the one making yourself upset over what other people are doing. If they don't want to stop and be a good person, if they don't want to stop playing games, if they don't want to stop trying to assault your mind or cause mental torment, that's on them. But the thing is, you have the power to think something different to where you don't have to be bothered by what people do. People can do whatever they want. They're going to do whatever they want. You don't have to allow it to get you upset anymore. This is your confirmation. All right. They think you're so naive you aren't able to tell what they're up to. You can see right through it. You know what they're up to. They're trying to get your reaction. They're trying to make you mad. They want to ruin your day. They're so focused on you and the fact that you don't let them go. You don't cut them off. You don't deal with them anymore. You don't talk to them anymore. You could care less about them. They have to try to figure out ways to try to destroy your happiness because they know when you disassociate yourself with them, when you stay away from them, when you don't talk to them, you're keeping your happiness to yourself. You done found out and figured out, yo, when I talk to this neighbor, man, my happiness goes down. When I talk to this coworker, my happiness goes down. When I pick up the phone when this person calls me, my happiness goes down. You done figured that out. So now that you done figured that out, they're trying to find out other ways to try to attack it. And no matter what way they come at you, if you allow it to take you to a place you don't want to go, that's your own fault. They didn't do that to you. You did that to you. They tried to get you to do it to yourself. That's all they can do is try to get you to destroy yourself with the things that they do. It's a trick. It's a mind game. And they know that. And it's not right that they play mind games and they try to cause you to be frustrated and things like that. It's not right. But that's what some people do. They don't have anything else to do. They're caught up with their toxicity and their evil, and they act out because they see you taking a different route. They see you taking a different path. You're doing things in life. People who are doing things in life, they meet a lot of opposition. They got a lot of ops in terms of people who want to stop them from being able to focus on the things that they're doing so they don't get it done. When you get upset and you get angry over people, that's time away from your creativity and the things that you could be doing throughout your day to make your life better instead of bitter. They want you to be bitter instead of better. You don't want to be bitter. You don't want to be hurt. There's no reason to be hurt over the fact that, man, so and so switched up on me. There's no reason to be hurt over that. If they switched up on you, it was going to happen sooner or later because, sorry to tell you, they was never really for you in the first place. They were just pretending. These people are the great pretenders. They will pretend that they like you. They'll pretend to hang around you. Then once you figure out what they're up to and you put some space on it, you don't deal with them anymore. Now they start to play their games. They were playing games before, but it was just enough to keep you unsuspectful of what they were doing. But now that you have suspected them of what they're up to, it's like, I know what you're up to. The games have begun. They're going to try to play with you. They're going to act like they're not doing what they're doing, blatantly doing it in your face. All right. Blatantly doing it in your face and trying to act like they're not doing it. When people are doing things and you call them out on it and they tell you that they're not, that relationship is over. That friendship is over. Talking to that person, shooting the breeze with that person is over. You see those people and you, hello, and then go the other way. Hey, I want to talk to you. No, I don't have time. There's nothing for you and those people to discuss. All they're going to try to do is waste your time. And narcissistic people, they love those little small petty conversations because they know that they're holding you up from doing what you have to do. All right, that's how they drain your energy. A lot of narcissistic people, if you don't know, now you know, they're energy vampires and they're vampiristic with their ways. They look for people to drain energy from. That's another form of supply. If they see that you're smart enough to not fall for the games that they're playing, if they see you're smart enough to not get caught up in their antics, if they see you're smart enough to avoid them because they're petty, they're trying to get you to react, what they're going to do now is try to hold you up, waste your time, and just talk to you for no reason about nothing. Draining conversations, talk to you about things they know you don't want to hear about, talk to you about negative, toxic things. Oh, this was on the news today, and this is happening in this country, and all stuff you don't have no control over. You're not the prime minister, you're not the president. These people think they the prime minister and they think they the president. It's like, if why don't you, if instead of coming at me, why don't you go call the embassy? Instead of trying to tell me, why don't you go call NBC? Instead of trying to tell me, why don't you go call the embassy? Why don't you go speak to the prime minister? Why don't you go try to holler at the president? Why don't you take that to Washington, D.C.? Why don't you take that to the White House? Talking to me about it is not going to do nothing. And they probably know that you don't want to hear about that. I know so-and-so doesn't like this. I know so-and-so doesn't want to hear that. And now they're going to try to make you hear it. But when people do things like that, all you have to do is turn your energy up. All right. All you have to do is turn your aura up. All you have to do is envision a force field around you, right? A force field around you of white light. And the more you do this, the stronger it's going to get. When things are trying to drain your energy, all you got to do is envision a force field around you to where you're repelling the negativity to where your energy is not going to get drained. If you see people calling, don't feel guilty, don't pick up. If you know somebody has nothing to offer but to try to drain your energy because that's what they're trying to do, remember, they see you as a form of supply. All right, whether you react or not, they're still going to try to get that supply. And if they see that you're not reacting, they're going to try to come at you in more subtle, covert ways. There's more than one ways to try to get energy from an empath or a positive person or somebody who doesn't play games or somebody who's not focused on BS or somebody that's not focused on stress. It's like they don't want to think in a positive way, but they want to try to destroy everybody who does. That's how you know people are negative and toxic. You know somebody is a positive person, but you want to be negative and toxic to them. A smart person is not going to allow that to happen. When you see people try to be negative and toxic, you go the other way, you cut the conversation short. I'm sorry, but I would not like to continue this conversation. I've got to go. I don't want to continue this conversation. I have something else I need to be doing. And that's all you do. You don't have to be rude or be ignorant to people or be an a-hole. That's not your place. It is no point in two people being that way. It's already enough negative energy around. And if even if, right, even if you get angry at them for the sake of something good, you're trying to take my this energy and I'm not gonna talk to you. And that's still a form of supply for them. Is because they made you react some type of way. So when you're around these people, you stay calm. You don't say too much, right? Your silence is power. Your distance is power. The boundaries that you have the power to set, that's power. All right. Don't let people play with you. You play with them by not letting them play with you. You keep it moving. You keep going. You put your hand up. Nope. Nope. You can do that to people. You could do whatever you want to people as long as you're not harming them, as long as you're not upsetting them, as long as you're not doing anything to them that could get you in any trouble. You could have fun with them just like they are having fun with you. You can this is going to be fun for you. All right. Once you realize that people are narcissists and enablers, and you get past the point of not knowing what they're up to, it's time for you to start having fun and enjoying yourself. How you do that is just you just freestyle. It's like, what can I do to get these people away from me or get them to know that I'm not interested? Whatever you want. What you could do whatever you want. All right. I don't want to talk about that. If you don't want to change the conversation, this conversation's over and I'm going on my way. You know I don't like that. You know I don't want to talk about that. You know I don't want to talk about that. Who are you trying to fool? Oh, well, later, leave them where they're at. Because if somebody is trying to come into your life and play with you, that's a telltale sign. I said it right. That's a telltale sign that they don't have no respect for you. If people don't have any respect for you, you don't have to have respect for them. You can match their energy all day long. I love matching people's energy. You don't have respect for me, I'm not going to be disrespectful to you, but I'm not going to have respect for you either. And the lack of respect that I have for you is going to hurt a lot more than the lack of respect you have for me. They hate when you just throw your hand up and be like, yeah, well, all right, whatever. They take that as the ultimate sign of disrespect because it's you, because you're powerful and your energy is strong and you're great. They take that as a sign of disrespect. Oh, that's how you're gonna do me? Yes, it is, because they have no disregard for how they do you. You got to keep that in mind. They're taking advantage of the fact that you're a good person and you're respectful. Not everybody deserves that side of you. They don't deserve your respect. Not everyone. You got to get respect to give respect. If people aren't giving respect, they don't get it from you. People acting weird and crazy around you, you don't got to respect that. It's just best for you to stay away from it so that way you don't get caught up in it. Let them live that life. Let them deal with that. Let them live in that world. That's their world. And they're just living in it. Because they're not that smart. They think they are. They think they can set you up, and they think they think their game is that strong. They think they got some game, man. Like once you figure out their game and how lame it is, it's just like, it's just cringy. Like, that's how you choose to live. That's how you choose to act. Like, ill, get away from me. Ill, narcissists, ill. You know, energy vampires, ill. Don't nobody want that mess around them, and you don't want that mess around you, and you don't have to have it around you. You could tell what they're up to. You're able to tell what they're up to. Don't give them no time, especially when they don't deserve it. They don't deserve the time of day. They ask you what time. If they ask you, they're gonna do little weird things. They ask you what time it is. Ask them what time it is. Ask them a question. They ask you a question. Ask them a question. What time it is? Where's your phone? Where's your watch? And keep it moving. People want to try to stop you, and I'm telling you, conversation ain't all it's cracked up to be. You really got to look at people and be like, yo, do I want to talk to this person? Is this somebody that I'm supposed to be talking to? People can call it rude, ignorant, mean, whatever they want. You're protecting yourself. You have to put yourself first. You deserve to put yourself first. If people don't deserve you, if people aren't worthy of you, it is what it is. They got to go find somebody else to talk to. You can't cast your pearls among swine. You can't. It's only gonna cause you harm and damage and waste your time. And you'll never get that time back. You'll never get that time back. And you gotta keep that in mind. Like, yo, if I talk to this person, would it be a waste of time? If I entertain, I'm a little upset. If I entertain this, would it be a waste of time? I feel some kind of way about this, but would it be better for me to just feel how I feel, work on myself, tell myself some positive things, and just get out of Dodge, get away from this person? Is it really worth it? It's not worth it. You're not supposed to be engaging in pettiness. Some people, pettiness, that's what they live for. Some people playing games, that's who they are. That's their personality. It's how they get through life. When they're bored and they don't got anything else to do, the little kid in them starts to wake up and get bored and go try to find some people to bother and mess with. It's really what they tell themselves. You know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna go mess with so and so. I'm bored. I'm gonna go mess with this one. I'm bored. I'm gonna go bother this one. They don't have anything to do, so they try to find other people to give them something to do, and it's not even in a good way. It'd be different if they just wanted to talk and actually discuss something, but they're not on that level. Not everybody is on the level to where they can have a full grown adult conversation. It's kids. It is kids. It's kids who can have a full grown adult conversation. You know, because you was one of them talking to adults when you was little. They was so impressed with you, and that's why you embarrassed certain people and made them mad, causing them narcissistic injury. All right, you talking to people, speaking eloquently, speaking like an adult, speaking with common sense as a child. That's why people had to try to gaslight you and make you think you weren't who you were. They had to try to get in your head, because if they were to allow you to think a certain way about yourself, you would have grown up with too much confidence. But I want to let you know that confidence is still there, still exists. You may have to dig deep and find it. You may have to dust it off. You may have to uncover it. It's still there. They can't destroy it totally. Only thing they can make you do is think that it's not there. But once you start to rediscover it, once you start to uncover it, once you start to work with it, it'll work with you. You'll be so confident, and you'll be so sure of yourself that the energy that you give off, they won't even try you. Be like, you know what? I'm gonna think twice about this one, and that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna leave you alone. They're gonna see that what they're trying to do and the games they're trying to play, they're not gonna get too far with you. You know, once these people can't play with you, they gotta go find somebody else to play with, and that's a great thing. That's a great thing to know. Once I become so confident, once I become so sure of myself, people will feel that energy on me, and they won't play with me like that. They'll try to, but they'll see that you mean business, and they'll just go their separate way. You know what? I'm not too sure about her. Mm, mm, I'm not too sure about him. I think he's crazy. And they if that's what they think, so be it. Whatever they have to think to realize that they shouldn't be playing with somebody who doesn't want to play like that. And it's like they try to force themselves on you. So since they're trying to force themselves on you, you force it back. You force it back. You force it right back on them. All right, keep a straight face and stay. You keep a straight face, and if you don't have to look at them, don't. But if you have to, just keep a straight face, stare them dead in the eye if you have to. And when you stare them dead in the eye, you tell them mentally, you are not more dynamic than me. I am more dynamic than you. It's going to tear their energy to pieces. I'm telling, it's going to tear their energy. It's going to shred them up. So when they play their little games, they try to whatever block your way, whatever, think they're doing whatever. Yo, you stare them dead in their soul, and you tell them mentally, yo, you're not more dynamic than me. I'm more dynamic than you. And the more serious that you get with these people, the more games they try to play, the more they realize that they're not gonna get anywhere messing with you, they're gonna leave you alone. And you're gonna get from them what you want, the respect that you deserve. All right, and you still don't gotta respect them. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button. I'll see you in the next video. It's been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. We out. Peace, love, and light. See y'all later.